Look at that guy. Look at that demon. Oh, and he just culturally enriched. And again, it's a cucking for the left. They, leftists in their homes across the nation last night, weren't just making apologies like Jake Tapper saying it's beautiful. Oh, it's so liberal. We had an Army intel officer recently retired into other agencies or promoted, who I know has given us good info on air, and that it's mirrored information I've gotten from other sources inside the deep state. And he was going to come on today, but he got called into a meeting yesterday. They were listening, and he's gotten in some trouble. And what did he say? He said there's clearly Saudi Arabian connections to Vegas, and that there's more imminent attacks coming in the next few days. And of course, ISIS posted a photo a month ago of the exact route and the exact spot where the bicyclers were run over by a cowardly sack of garbage, including children, 3-4-year-olds running like something out of the original Mad Max, just running over babies, running over toddlers, screaming, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, like a retarded hound dog. And, oh, he was a refugee on one of the, quote, diversity visas that the UN runs via UNESCO. Cultural enrichment's what it's called. It's not a joke when we call it that. That's their term. And under UNESCO and the UN, it controls our State Department until now. And then we admit to the country whoever they say. Is that not global government? Look at this deranged, inbred lunatic. That's why there's so much mental illness from those rural areas of Uzbekistan and Afghanistan and other areas where this lunatic came from. And again, the numbers are there. There is more than a 35,000% higher instance of birth defects in individuals from those regions that come from small towns. And they are crazy. Just like royalty in Egypt or royalty in England would become completely insane. You know, most of Queen Elizabeth's sisters had to be locked up in mental asylums for the rest of their lives. Usually out of 5 or 6, they get one good one. That's why they started marrying commoners 50 years ago. They said, gee, the genetic experts tell us this is why most of our family are complete lunatics. There's a headline, New York Times. Saudi Arabia awakens to the perils of inbreeding. They awakened to it in 2003. They also just awakened to not wiping their rear end with their hands. I mean, I'm not against anybody. I'm just saying. Jones is racist again, saying many Muslims are inbred. No, it's a fact, Jack. Arranged marriages. And then you want to know who your daughter marries, so she marries a first cousin. And then you do it over and over and over, and pretty soon, your mom is your sister. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Your mom is your sister. Your mom. Oh, that's very common. Your mom is your sister. And then you wonder why your eyes are pointing different directions, literally, and why you're whacked out of your mind, and why you want to kill everybody, because you're like an inbred breeded dog you see just drooling on the side of the street. They go, look at my hybrid dog. And I go, yeah, I see a mentally retarded animal. Look at this mentally retarded animal. Let's put him up on screen. A vicious, psychotic, inbred ISIS. Look at that guy. Look at that demon. Oh, and he just culturally enriched. And again, it's a cucking for the left. They, leftists in their homes across the nation last night, weren't just making apologies like Jake Tapper saying it's beautiful. But a lot of them, you can better believe, were engaging in self-flagellation. And I'm not joking when I say that. They love this. The fact that the left can bring in millions of these people with their eyes pointing different directions from the inbreeding. But totally psychotic, always believe they're God, like a lot of other seriously inbred, mentally retarded people. It's very sad. But this type of inbreeding creates psychosis in high numbers. So it's not just the religion, folks, it's the inbreeding. Armies of inbred psycho killers. Zombo, psycho, inbred, Muslim hillbillies attacking. Everybody knows areas of the Appalachia where some people are inbred. You don't mess with those people. They'll kill you in 2 seconds because they're inbred, folks. They're crazy. Imagine if there was 1 billion Appalachians in the world and half of them were inbred and psychotic, and they're just literally raining them down on us. Excuse me. I just got to tell you like it is. So, Trump said we got to stop these visas from unvetted countries. This guy had terror ties, should never been allowed in. In 2015, he was running around saying he was going to kill people, so the FBI went. But that was Obama's FBI, just like San Bernardino or just like Fort Hood or the hundreds of other attacks now in the Western world. It's covered up and not an act of terror. But this guy in front of witnesses was chirping the Allah Akbar, I'm an inbred piece of garbage. So he was chirping, I'm an inbred psychopath with delusions of grandeur. Because that's what you get when you're inbred, is a lot of times it's just delusions of grandeur. You think you're invincible. You're a drooling idiot who wipes his butt with your hand. But you're God, and Linda Sarsour loves you and wants to put women under it. Because look at Linda Sarsour, looks like his brother. It's the same dude, same genetics, all scrambled together. All the slave trading, all of it comes from these folks. And we're just supposed to be culturally enriched. And too bad you didn't fully take Europe 1,400 years ago. Too bad there was a counter-strike called the Crusades. We apologize. Please take us over. Please inbreed us and pour acid on our faces and cut women's genitals off and murder the gays. It's liberal! Liberal! Murder us! Murder us! We're liberal! Oh, but things aren't going too well. Here's the headline today. Hollywood accusers, harassers, molesters, rapists, the rap sheets, 56 so far, and suddenly it's pedophilia popping up. Oh, and who does Harvey Weinstein like? He wants to bring in Muslims to cuck your world. Just like he likes to debase women and young girls. He's going to debase the whole country. He said yesterday he's given the world a gift with what he's just done. You're lucky I've given you this gift. I'm Harvey Weinstein. Now, just like Europe just took in 10 million military-age men, you're going to take it and they're going to slaughter you all they want. It's liberal. Oh, it's so liberal. These are the insane maniacs that think they're God. But here's the thing. We're awake. We're aware of you. We're never going away. We're never stopping. We're never backing down. We're never giving in. And we're winning, scum. So enjoy the long, dark night that's coming for you. Now, continuing here. Oh, let's read more about the cultural enrichment. Can we put our enricher back on the television for us here? I mean, we're about to go to break, but there's our enricher. He showed us, and it was cultural. It's just culture. Don't judge a culture. Killing people is his culture. Everyone should thank him, the victims' families, those barely alive, should say, oh, Allah Akbar, like Tapper said. I'm going to play it when we come back. Allah Akbar, it's so beautiful. In the middle of this, Tapper's just, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.